What's up, y'all, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today I'm gonna be talking about the new age spirituality and my thoughts on it. And before I get into it, I'm not gonna try to create any drama or anything. I'm just gonna express my thoughts. And I don't think the new age is blasphemy. I think it's mostly spiritual ego that people have throughout their journey. And to be honest, I did have, actually, now that I think about it, I've had spiritual ego for quite a while, but I don't really define myself as, I wouldn't say I'm spiritual, I just have, okay, so basically I see myself as more of a Zen type of character, but it's like, there's a saying that if you call yourself a Zen, you're not actually a Zen. So I'm just being, basically. Like any person who claims to be a Zen master or a guru or something like that, just take precautions. And honestly, how I got into spirituality, let's see, it was 2016, and I was doing a 2016 New Year's meditation, and before my awakening, now that I think about it, I was always into, I mean, I've always watched horror movies, and I've watched so many. My favorite genre was the paranormal genre, so I was very much into ghosts, demons, angels, just anything that had to do with the beyond or anything. I was a little bit into space too, but there weren't a lot of movies about space back in the 2000s at least. Maybe for Star Trek. Other than Star Trek, I didn't really watch any other show that involved space. I don't really talk to a lot of people. I have a very closed group, but the thing is, I do reach out to people, but I don't, like, really, well, let's see. I do reach out to people, but I don't really reach out with an intention. Well, I do, but it's more of like I have no expectation of what kind of relationship it's going to grow into. Like, I may reach out to a person for business reasons or like just to get some advice or something and see what value I could add. And yeah, other than that, it's mostly just a few people that I really do talk to. And I don't really have no one to rant about my, well, I do have a few people, but they're usually busy most of the time, so I guess I have this YouTube channel for now. And I'll just rant about and talk about things that I believe that people find weird for some reason. Like, in my belief, I do believe in fairies, vampires, unicorns, dragons, prehistoric dinosaurs, and all that. And the main reason why I believe in all that is because we don't really have no evidence that they don't exist. Like, even if you can't find evidence on this earth, there's still like the whole galaxy you have to explore. And so to say that fairies or vampires or gnomes, like, to say they don't exist is like, it's like, no, they most likely do exist because they exist within your mind. And not just within your mind, but on other planes of existence that's literally above Earth. And I've had a few dreams of this plane, and yeah, it's pretty cool. But I'll save that for another time if you really want to hear about it. And let me know what you think of this video so far. This is probably the most honest I've been. There's still a lot I have to share, and I don't know I don't know if I'm ready to share some things yet, but it's gonna take some time, and I'm gonna continue uploading and getting used to this. So if you like me and like what I have to say, please leave a comment and share. Alright, on to something else. I do feel like a lot of people do get trapped in this spiritual bubble, which means basically they just close their mind off to anything else and assume that they already know everything, basically. And you know what fascinates me about life the most is that you're gonna stay dumb forever. Well, that's how I see it. Well, no, that's not a good way to put it. You're gonna stay curious forever. That's a better way to put it. And I don't know, I just see myself as forever being a wanderer and also a teacher. And right now I'm feeling called to read occultist books, not because I'm not necessarily because I want to be a occult magician or anything, but to access more knowledge that I could share to you. And it just feels right to me. And so that's why I'm starting this whole journey. And also, I've learned when it comes to magicians, like, it really depends on your intention. If your intention is to gain power and become this universal God, you're gonna have to give a part of yourself in order to receive that. And my intention when I'm working with Hecate and the dragons, and I'm starting to get into Wicca, is I seek eternal knowledge and the hidden knowledge. And I have to vibrate myself on a certain frequency to access this knowledge. Kind of like the Akashic records, if you think about it. And once I access this knowledge, I'm gonna discover what I can do to grow my personal life, and also what I can share to you guys and girls. I don't know if y'all can see my dog, by the way. He's so cute. I have to give him a shower though. I haven't given him a shower since last week. I know these things. But I'm gonna give him one Friday though. But yeah, what I seek is not really power or like just I don't know what came in my mind. I forgot what movie it was, but it did have something. It kind of reminded me of Thanos, because I did see the Endgame recently, and yeah, that movie was very surprising. I didn't get spoiled at all, so that's great. Oh yeah, while I'm here, why not recommend y'all some spiritual movies that I think you'll like. Let's see. It's called Origins by Michael Pitts, and it's on YouTube, and I think it's like $3 to rent. And so yeah, that's pretty good. And it's mostly about synchronicity and reincarnation. From what I can remember, it has been a year since I watched the movie, but it is a really good movie, trust me. The dude is so skeptical. Let me see. And there's another movie called The Healer by director Kelly Noonan Grosh. It's a documentary, and I think it's about almost 2 hours long, but it's really good. So basically what it talks about is healing with the mind, and instead of like healing with the mind. So let's say, like, if I break my leg because I got hit by a car, obviously I'm gonna have to go to the surgeon to get my leg fixed. But in terms of pain, you can literally heal pain with your mind. You don't even have to take painkillers or however many prescriptions are out there. It's like you operate with the void, God, Mother Nature, whatever you want to call it. You connect with that, and you create a plan, a template and a plan, and you do action towards healing yourself. And you just have to watch the movie. It's really good, trust me. Let me see. Let me see who was it by. Well, it's just called Heal, so hopefully you'll find it. It's also on YouTube. there's this one movie called Prodigy, and it's free on YouTube. And this movie is really good. I don't usually cry often, but this movie almost made me cry, which is a big deal because I don't usually cry. And all I'm gonna tell you is it's about this psychologist man and this little girl, and it's a beautiful story. Surprisingly, people said it was scary, but I don't know if it's just me, because I've watched a lot of scary movies ever since I was young. Like, even in my nightmares, which I barely had any nightmares as a kid, but the times I did have nightmares, it was, I don't know, it was just comfortable to me. Like, I would wake up and just fall back to sleep like it was a normal dream. Like, I literally watch so much scary movies. Here we go. Ew. No. And yeah. And the scariest dreams I've had was with, like, I've had dreams where I was sleeping on my bed and there would be snakes, lizards, frogs climbing up, sitting on my pillow, and I would wake up in a panic and I would check around the room and be like, oh, thank goodness. Because there were times where, like, lizards would really sneak into my room, and a couple of months ago, well, about 7 months ago or so, there was literally I think it wasn't a rat, but it was a mice, and that mice was about like this big with hair on its back, and I was like, ugh, I didn't do hair could grow there. And yeah, so I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but I feel like I've rambled on long enough and my throat is getting sore from talking. So Mayo, what are you doing? Alright, my throat is getting sore from talking, and I'm gonna leave this video here. And hopefully this video allowed you to get to know more about me, and I will be sharing more of my beliefs and my views on life and everything. And also, I'm going to be doing art as well, so be sure to watch out for that. So yeah, like, comment, tell me what you think of this video, and see you in the next one.